This bad boy right here, it smokes up some food now. So I just turned it on, and we're gonna set the temperature, get it going. I gotta make a brisket today, and it's like, oh, I don't know, it's probably about, what do I do here? Oh, so, sorry. I'm Fahrenheit now, but set that about 280. Primer up. Sometimes you can hear the pellets drop, but I think they don't drop. You see it's kind of smoking up. But it's early in the morning, about 4 o'clock. So, and it's cold right now today. So we're going to yeah, there she goes. It's getting it done. So leave your doors open, that way it don't blow up. You don't want that dirty smoke anyway. But I usually put a pan about right here, even though there's a pan right here. That pan is just a mess sometimes. But if all I'm gonna do is just smoke a brisket or a big old Boston butt, I'll just put an aluminum pan full of water right there and put that right there on there, and we'll be good. But give me just a little bit and we'll be back. I'll show you how to trim a brisket up backyard cooking style. We ain't doing all that competition stuff. So I'll be back. Boy, look at that. That's some guns going. Yes, sir. All right. Be back. All right, y'all, I'm back. What we got here is about a 14 pound brisket. Is 13.8. But anyway, I'm gonna try to show y'all how to carve this bad boy up. Now, I'm gonna throw this in the garbage, this plastic with all the juices in it. You won't get them pathogens in your sink. Now, give me just a minute and I'll put my gloves on. You can touch raw meat with your hands, but when cooked meat, you ain't supposed to. So, but I don't really like to get messy, so I'll be right back. Give me just a second. All right. So anyway, you want to get this out. Put it on your cutting board. I don't have a lot of that stuff in there, so that's a good thing. All right. Yeah, I didn't do my little trick. Didn't put nothing underneath the board. Keep it from sliding around. But maybe we can get away with it. I don't know. But I got a mat that I stick up underneath my cutting board. So anyway, we're gonna take this piece right here and we're gonna cut it. Get this big old chunk of meat. Man, this ain't gonna do right. Gonna make me mad. This is hard meat. I mean fat, sorry. It's not real good. You don't want that on you. Promise you. Look now. Y'all can critique me all you want. You can be out there trolling. But oh, stomach growling early in the morning. I'll feed some of this to my dog. She'll love it. Get that silver skin out of there. ain't no professional now. I'm just trying to show you what way I do things. You know, like everybody else, you know, 100 different ways to cook a brisket and different ways to clean one up. And watching me is probably not the best way to learn how to clean one up, but I'm trying. But you need a really good sharp knife. I promise you that. And the colder it is, the easier it is for this fat to come off. This silver skin. See this right here, this old silver skin. You don't, if you can get away with it, you won't get that out of there. And it takes a minute. I wasn't trying to do that. Anyway, I know y'all get the idea. You want to say a professional at work. Don't watch me. Go to Harry Sue. I think he's a 27-time world champ, pit master. He's really good at this. Teaches everybody. I ain't been to one of his classes, but man, that silver skin don't want to come off. Sometimes just aggravating. Like I said, I give us whatever I mess up, pull off rather, I'll give it to the dogs. Or these dogs, I ain't got one left. All my others passed away on me. But they was old. I love them though. Alright, I'm trying here. I'm gonna butcher this thing up, I guess. Ain't no professional at it. But I'll sure try. Whatever you do, don't cut your fingers. You will not like that part. My boning knife hasn't come in yet. That's the knife I'd be using. Oh, sound like Miss Bella's up. I'm gonna get in here and cut some of this out again. This right here. It's hard. Ain't no good. Alright. Old stomach don't want to cooperate this morning. It's getting hungry. Yes, Miss Bella, you gonna get some food. But we ain't gonna worry about you right now. You don't have to get this deep into it. You can leave that on there. It's gonna wind up rendering down. But I'm just gonna take that little bit right there out. I hear you back there. I hear you. All that little stuff like that'll burn up. Bark won't stay on. I don't know how many times I've done this over the years, and I still have that problem with this silver skin. I don't like it. Me and that daggum stuff, we just fight. Yes, you're gonna lose some meat. But if you don't trim this down, you get that silver skin off there, your seasonings won't take. But you don't have to do all that if you don't want to. But Miss Bella, you just hang on, girl. You'll get you some raw meat here in a little bit. I'll get it shaved down, and you'll get some. She don't mind. Let's see right here. Well, it's gonna be cut off anyway. There we go. We're doing a backyard cook. We ain't no competition, I promise you. All right, that's enough. We're gonna take this edge off. Well, probably got as they say, you probably get hit with hot water, and it's not a very good end. So we're gonna take it off. See how it's roughy, that's our new word, roughed up. Looks different. I'm gonna get me some meat here in a little bit. Be right there with you, Bella. Alright, well, just spinning the meat around. Just turn that board around a little bit. Alright. I'll take this off right here. Alright. See, that's gonna burn up right there. You don't want that. See, it's real thin. You ain't gonna want that. What we're gonna do, or I'm gonna try to do, I'm gonna probably come right through here like this. That way you don't want that all to burn up, but we're gonna make it look pretty. Yeah, what's the wrong way? Uh-oh, come on. Yes, you're gonna lose some meat, but that right there, you can grind it up, hamburger meat. Sorry about that noise. I'm gonna take this off right here. All right. I'm checking this for the thickness. About as thick as my thumb. I'm pretty good on that. Alright, let's see if we can. And it don't matter which side you start on, as long as you get it trimmed up. Oh, it's gonna burn up. Ooh. Try and get some for my dog too. She loves beef. She'll get her some. All right, Let's see if we can flip this bad boy over. All right. Man, this ain't a bad looking piece of meat. See what's this? Oh, yeah. All right. Now, I'm not going to give you the anatomy. Your point is over here, and this is your flat. I think I got that wrong, to be honest with you. But anyway, there's a big old hunk of meat. I mean, a fat. Why I keep calling it meat? Big old hunk of fat right there that's just not good. And we're just gonna have to get that. Well, let's see. Yeah, this ain't good right here. I think Harry Sue called this the mohawk right here. He said, cut it off. Man. Come on. It'll be alright. There I go hitting that thing. Man, that is hard right there. Let's see. You never had one. There we go. I probably render down some of it, but I just don't like that big old chunk of fat. But I won't get too far into it because I gotta have some. But man, if I was doing a competition brisket, I might be in trouble. I probably know I would. Well, no, I wouldn't. Alright, that's gonna be enough. I just don't like all that fat. It's good for you. Makes a good brisket. You get too much in one spot, it's just hard. It won't render down. But it'll be alright. Promise you. I took too much out. Ooh. Heard that, didn't you? Ouch. Alright, they say I'm gonna trim it up to about 1/4 of an inch. Yeah, I believe that might be alright. Nothing else, we stuff it. Nah, this will be fine. Alright. This one here don't have that much fat. I mean, it does, but it's not that thick. But you don't want to get down in there and have a bald spot, because then it ain't gonna be good. Bald spots ain't good. See that? I bald spotted it. If ever such was a word. You don't need but This is just a backyard brisket, so barbecue. It ain't like it's a professional. Yeah, I did not mean to do that. I don't like getting down that far. Whoops. Doing it again. Alright. I'm gonna quit messing with it here in just a second, I believe. Yep, I believe I like it. Get a little bit off this corner right here. Alright, if anybody screw up a piece of meat, it'll be me. Y'all just ignore that. Yeah, you don't want that. You don't want no bald spot. You get down in there, just cut it off. You just say whoops. But you don't want to keep going into the meat. You keep going into the meat and it's not gonna be good. Alright. Now on my brisket, I'm not gonna wrap my brisket. I think I'm gonna be alright with that right there. Some people like this. Miss Belly, you just patiently waiting, ain't you? I think I'm good with that. Wish I'd put that piece up underneath there. Alright. I think I'm good. I like it. Must be alright right there. Let's see. Quit moving around. Yeah. Those scragglers like that, they'll burn up. Let's see. I don't know. Well, Harry Sue might be proud of me. If I was in one of his classes, I don't know. Yeah, I think we'll be all right. There we go. Just kind of massaging it. Well, maybe we can put some of that fat over there. See, then you can shape it any way that you want to, and it'll look pretty. So it ain't too bad. I kind of like it. I kind of like it. All right, push that right there. You'll give me just a minute. Change my gloves out. All right, Miss Bella, give me a piece of meat. There you go. All right, Pit Boss. I bought some stuff online there. Let me get this out of the way for a second, and I'll show y'all what I bought at Pit Boss. And no, you're not getting this whole thing. Just sit right there. And, World Explorer comes in a ammo can. So we got some called Texas Mesquite and Spice. This is what I'm looking for, because my brisket rub has not come in. And then they got a smoke, what's that? Amazing smoker 6-inch tube. Sometimes you don't get enough smoke that you want, so they put that in there. And this, yeah, these are amazing premium wood barbecue pellets. Was there a flavor on it? Yeah, Pitmaster Choice cherry, hickory, and maple. And it comes with an injector. Well, that's pretty neat. Didn't know that. If I did, I forgot. Huh, that's pretty cool. Wow. 2 different needles. Big one and a small one. Well, all right. Well, buy those kits here for I forget how much that was. These little kits, man, they work out pretty good. I don't think I'm gonna use that today, but I'll stick it back in there and I might leave this out. Well, I know I need that. Alright, let's close it back up. Alright, put it to the side. Alright. And we're back. That thing was dusty and packaged up like it. Alright. Smells good. If you want some good rub, it's right here. Harry Sue Moolah beef. Man, that stuff is good. See, there he is. 27-time winning grand champion pitmaster. He got all kind of different flavors. But this stuff is good. That's what I was waiting on. It didn't come in yet. But hey, it'll be alright. Just gotta do what I gotta do, right? Alright. Alright, now I need to put a little smear on it. Real, as Harry Sue says. Use Worcestershire sauce. You'll be just fine. Alright. I hate messing up everything. Messing up my gloves. That ain't gonna be good. Yeah, we're gonna do it that way. Pat it in. It ain't a rub. I know it says rub, but you do this right here, and that's not good. So you just want to get this on there. Pat it. Put a little bit more. nice end right here. Like I said, I haven't used this one yet, so we'll see. Always shake your bottle up when you get them spices mixed up, because they get to settling. Yeah, I don't normally do the fat side, but I'm gonna go ahead and just dust it. You never know. Might have my friends over here going, man, I don't want the fat side, got something on it. Well, there you go. We're gonna do the whole thing. I think that corner right there might burn up. Hope not. I'll flatten it out while I go. I want about as thick as my thumb. I think that'll be all right. On that Brunswick out there, that bad boy, man, it doesn't burn meat, which is a good thing. I mean, yeah, if you leave it on there way too long, it does not burn meat. And it's the craziest thing. I've cooked on a lot of smokers, and I can burn some meat, but it's hard to burn meat on that one. It just comes out so perfect, I guess you could say. All right, I think I'm done with that. What's that? All right, we're good, I believe. I can go outside, check everything. You ain't gotta worry about really the sides too much, because it's all them juices gonna lay right down in there. That's a pretty brisket. Yes, if I do say so myself. Keep on massaging it, man. It's gonna, I think we're in love. You know how it is. Give me a good old massaging. Look at that, right there. Ooh. All right, well, that's the backyard brisket. And look at that. All that come off there. That's a lot. That is a lot. But we'll take this and we'll grind it up. We'll make hamburger meat out of it. We'll do something with it. All right. Y'all just give me a little bit. I'll be back. All right. Close it up for just a second. But there we go. We got her in there. Now, a lot of y'all gonna say, is that gonna cook? Yeah, it's gonna cook. I'll show you a little trick. Sometimes when you cook it, it'll puddle up right here. So you want to take a block of wood and stick right up under it, okay? And I probably ain't gonna be able to do this with one hand, but just a minute and I'll show you. All right, now you see how it's got a hump over it now instead of it was laying flat. So you just put that piece of wood right there under it. And she's ready to cook, y'all. She's ready to go. That's your baby right there. Well, we'll come back in a few hours and we'll check on her. I'm Wesley and this is Doghouse Grub. Please like and subscribe, share. Like I said, I'll be back here in just a little bit with the magical thing called cameras. Will take 4 or 5 hours to check. It'll only take y'all a couple of seconds. Alright, I'll be back. Alright, y'all, it's been about 10-11 hours. So, and it's cooking real good. It's about at 180. I probed it before I did this. But I'm gonna spray it down. I got some beef stock in this bottle right here. And just gonna spray it. Been spraying it off and on with water. And like I said, I'm gonna spray it with the beef stock. And just let it soak in. See how it's gonna soak right up. So it don't dry out as well. Then I'm gonna put some of this, I call it beef dust. It's just like just a little beef powder, bouillon. Gives a little extra flavor. About it. So we're gonna let it sit, cook for a couple of more hours, and I'll be back. All right, everybody, I'm gonna do some spatchcock chicken today, and spray this down with some water, and to make sure that my board don't move, because it moved on me really bad this morning. So anyway, we'll take the old chicken, we're gonna cut this old backbone out right here, and then we're gonna lay her out. Pull this old chicken feather off right here. All right, what you want to do is just want to go down the side right there. Can't find my other meat scissors here. Cut this bone. I don't know where they're at. But anyway, just get right up in there, and I don't care for these scissors too much. but it'll be all right. We just gotta do what we gotta do. All right, and this piece right here, sometimes you can break it with your hands, but if not, get you a good knife and just pop it, flip it over, and there you go. There's your spatchcock chicken. All right, now I'm gonna do 2 of them, but I'm only showing you how I do one. All right, so we all right, got my old chicken dust out, and we're just gonna put it on here like so. I won't do too much. And clean all this up, you know, with your knife. That old knife ain't sharp, but it'll work for right now. All right, you can clean all that out if you need to. You ain't got to. We're gonna put a little bit more chicken dust on it. All right, that might be enough. Then we're gonna take some of this here. See, this stuff is good. Cabela's chicken rub. Put that on there, like so. All right, there you have it. It's a spatchcock chicken. All right, we'll put that on the grill. About 325 on that one. We'll cut this one. I said I wasn't going to show you but one, but you know what the heck. We'll do both of them. Just show you that it really doesn't take that long. Got people watching movies and TVs, and sorry for the background noise. Let's see. Well, it might be easier to do it this way. Again, these old scissors just, they just ain't good. But that knife ain't gonna cut that bone, so there we go. That's better. More one way skin old cat, as they used to say. All right. Yeah. Get your old knife here. Ooh, that baby's crying. Flatten her out. There you go. That's the way you want to look. Like that. That's gonna be pretty right there. Alright. Give me some more chicken dust. Ooh, that baby's crying. Sorry for the... Give me just a minute. Alright, sorry about that. Flip this over. Get a little bit more chicken dust. Alright. Alright, there we go. Remember, too much chicken dust and it won't taste good at all. It'll be really salty. Anything, you know, all season got pretty much salt in it, so it's gonna be a little more, too much salt, excuse me, too much salt, and you're gonna be, promise you're gonna be puckered up. That'll be right there. Ain't nobody gonna get too much of that right there. Anyway, that's how you do a spatchcock chicken. Remember to pat it. And yes, all you food patrols or whatever, police, I did not use my gloves this time. But it's okay. I'm gonna wash my hands. When I get ready to put this on the grill, I'll be wearing gloves. I just forgot because I don't like all this stuff on my hands. So now I gotta go wash them. I really wish I'd put my gloves on. So I apologize. But I'll be back. Alright, y'all. It's a little loud because the fan is blowing on the pellet grill, the pit boss. We're gonna throw these spatchcock chickens on here, and I'm gonna leave them on this grate. We're gonna do it just like this right here. See, this grate gives me a little extra room. This don't come all the way out. As long as I'm able to close it without hitting that lid whenever I shut it. And we're gonna take these old chicken livers, that heart. We're just gonna stick them right there. Heart and gizzards. Just gonna stick them right there for a minute. Let them cook. And I'll feed them to my dog. Anyway, that'll be perfect right there, I believe. All right. In a couple of hours, it'll be done. I'll be back out here and checking on them. And when I get done, we'll show you what it looks like. And then I also got my beef brisket going, and I'll show you what's going on with that here in a little bit. I'll be back. All right, y'all. We're gonna pour a little of this au jus sauce, as I call it. See how that just soaks right up? This is all the flavoring that come off of it. We're gonna let it sit. We're gonna wrap the top with this pan. That just soaks right up. And we're gonna let it rest for a little bit. We gotta get them chickens off the grill. And then we'll be, yep. All right. Let me get some foil. We're gonna let that rest. I promise you, it's gonna be good. We just gotta let it rest. This is backyard brisket. This ain't competition, so there's 100 different ways to cook brisket. So we're just gonna let that sit there and salivate for a little while, and then I'll cut into it and we'll show you what's going on here in a little while. But I got to make sure that I get my chickens off the grill as well, and I'll be back. All right, we're back. So we're gonna do the spatchcock chicken, y'all. This is what it looks like after it's come off the grill, and I'm just gonna break. Look, see that juice? This is really good. I mean, you can't do much better than that. Now that just comes apart. We'll just cut this open. Got my taste tester here. My buddy, Big Worm, real name Greg. He's here helping me out a little bit today. Let's see how that is. See them juices? We're gonna let Greg, that's hot. We're gonna let Greg be the taste tester. We can give him a piece of that. See what he thinks.
Succulent, juicy, flavorful.
Look at that.
That bird is on point.
See them juices in there? This is a fillet knife, so it bends real easy. That's some good juice right there now. And you just take this leg right here if you want to, and break it. There's your little thigh. If you love thighs, it's good, man. It's telling you. That seasoning I put on there. Oh, all the way to the bone. Sorry.
The skin has perfect bite through.
Yeah, that skin right there is something else. Somebody's gonna be mad. Oh, nice skin. Skin is perfect. So, if you ever want to do a spatchcock chicken, I showed you how to do it. Put some seasonings on there, and man, that's freaking awesome. Man,
It's been on smoker for what, two and a half hours?
Yeah, about two and a half hours. At 325 to start out, and then I moved the pans out. Had the pans up underneath it with water and just spread them apart. Cranked it up about 350. Pulled it off. What was the temperature on that?
175 internal.
Yeah, 175 internal. So it's man, you can't ask for nothing better, man. Just look at that. It just peels right off the bone. That's some good chicken right there. So we're gonna drop this over here in the other pan. Take this off. Look at all them juices in there. I can't help it, man. I love to cook. So we're gonna put this over here in the pan for everybody else. We're gonna break it down later. I'm not gonna break it down right now. So I'm gonna clean this board, and I'll be right back with my brisket. Y'all hold tight. All right, y'all. I'll show you what it looks like inside the pan. It's got that juice in there, and look, that's nice right there. We're gonna cut it open and see how bad I screwed up. Hopefully not. Oh man, it looks good. Woo.
Wish you had smell-o-vision.
Huh. Oh man, that's good. All right, y'all. I'm just gonna cut it in half right here, just to see. Oh yeah, look at that. You got You got it. Yeah, that's a good brisket right there, y'all. Look at that. Juice is just flowing.
Look at that smoke ring.
Man, yeah. Smoke, got a good smoke ring. Don't nobody ever tell you that pit bosses or pellet grills can't put in a decent smoke ring. I like it a little bit darker, but been on there for 14 hours. So a little bit dry up here, but I think it's still gonna be good. Let's see. I don't know how to cut a brisket, but let's see. This is backyard stuff now. I might have left it on there too long, but I don't care. I'm gonna give a big worm another taste test here.
Perfect crust on that bark. You can taste the smoke. You can taste the tenderness.
Mmm.
You can taste that black pepper.
Oh man.
That's a good piece of meat.
Man, that's good. That's good. Mm-hmm. Let's get over here for a minute. Well, this knife ain't worth a dang. No knife. Yeah, there we go. Look at it, just fell apart, man. I can't help it, but when they fall apart like that, whoo! I'm sorry. That's, to me, is like, look at that. That's money.
This is not a competition brisket.
Sure ain't. I'm just feeding people that I know. Need you a piece, Greg? That man grabbed the whole thing. Man, that's just, what do you think, Big Worm?
I love that bark.
Man, that's that's amazing.
When we pulled it off, we put a little of that gravy on it and wrapped it, and it's been sitting for what, an hour?
Mm-hmm. You see how it fell apart. Man, that's just, man, that's tender. I don't care. We all gonna eat this up anyway, so it don't matter. It's gonna be.
If there's any leftovers,
might be a little.
Make a good sandwich tomorrow.
Might be a little dry. It's just, yeah, right up top, but it's all right. It's backyard brisket. So I'm making a mess with this bark right here. Whew, boy, it's on point. I might have left it on there a little too long, but overall, I think I did a good job.
I think you did a wonderful job. Look at it glisten.
Man, you can't do much better than that. Well, you can, because I ain't no professional, but I might have left it on there too long, but I had it right. But you can see it's just, man. And I might have to experiment with that smoker. This first brisket I've cooked on that smoker. So I might need to put the fat cap up, but it don't matter. I'm still, it's gonna get eaten. Either way, it's still good.
Yes.
That's just, can't help it. It was just, wow.
Yeah, that's going to be one of those midnight snacks.
It's good. So anyway, if it comes out a little dry, just make sure you pull it off.
Keep your drippings.
Yeah, pour it over it. It could have rested for a couple of hours, but you know, people out here trying to eat, and like I said, there's 100 different ways that you can cook a brisket. But the outcome is, if it ain't tough and it's edible, hey, you're doing something right. So always remember that. But I can't help it. I'm not serving, you know, I ain't serving at a restaurant. But that, man, look at that, it's just tender. It's just, oh yeah, perfect. Anyway, if y'all got if you can, sorry, mouthful, like and subscribe, share. Doghouse Grub, I'm Wesley. Y'all have a nice day.